everyone, welcome to Oliveboard. A very good evening everyone. I hope you all are fine and doing well. And also I am audible, visible and my screen is visible to all of you. A very warm welcome here. So in today's session we are going to discuss a detailed discussion on the BFM syllabus. This video is in English medium and also we are discussing for the SEBI July 2025 BFM syllabus. In this video, you will learn what is BFM and what we are going to study in that particular subject. So let's start without any delay. Before starting this session, let me introduce myself. My name is Aishwarya and if I talked about my qualification, I have done CS Foundation, CS Executive, BCom, MCom, MA Economics, B.Ed and I am gold medalist in B.Ed. I cleared CTET 2 times and I have CCC certificate. And if I talked about my experience, I have more than 5 years of experience in both online teaching and as well as in offline teaching. So now, what is bank financial management? Bank financial management basically deals with how to manage all the risk in the bank, how to do trading at international level, how to balance all the assets and the liabilities in a bank, how to manage different types of risk with so many strategies and so many tricks, and how to do identification, how to do control, how to do planning, controlling, organizing, everything which is important for the bank to run the operations smoothly. In this first module and most important module, first module, apart from this is the most important module. A lot of questions you will see in your examination only from this module. And the module name is International Banking. Now, International Banking, that means in this module, you are going to learn about how to do trade, how to do business, how to do everything for the profit at the international level within the banks. So in this, your first unit is telling you about the exchange rates and how to do the forex business. Forex business means foreign exchange business. In short, we say that as forex business, and also in very short it is called as FX. In this you will learn about the foreign exchange definitions, how are the markets of the foreign exchange definition, where the trading, buying and selling of the securities are done. What are the factors that are basically determines these exchange rates? What is exchange rate mechanism? How to do exchange, what is the exchange rate between the countries? How to calculate? Foreign exchange dealing room operations, you will see here there are the dealing room operations, and in which you see about the front office, mid office, back office, what are the derivative products, and also role of the FEDI guidelines, RBI guidelines, how banks work according to these guidelines. And some numericals are also there which is telling about the exchange rate concepts, and also with some examples. You will see examples and a lot of case studies are there in from this chapter, basically important chapter. Then second unit, you can say that is liberalized remittance scheme. If you want to remit outside something, some money for the education purposes, for the gift purpose, or what for the medical treatment purpose, or for the tour travel, there is some restrictions are there is limits are there, and some prohibited sectors are there. In this chapter you are going to learn about the current account transactions and the capital account transactions, and some key sections under the FEMA 1999 Act. And there's some permissible activities are there, non-permissible remittances are there, like you can't remit the money for real estate business, for the lottery, and for some types of activities which are restricted. Some are the remittances under the LRS, Liberalized Remittance Scheme, for the current account transaction. This chapter is also telling about the NRIs, PROIs, and so many things. What is TCS? What is the limit is there in the TCS? And capital account transactions and reporting requirement under LRS. What are the reporting requirement under the LRS? Each and every concept is very important in this chapter. Third unit is dealing with the correspondent banking and the NRI accounts. What is the meaning of Nostro account, Vostro account, Loro account, and what is SWIFT? As you can see, the messaging system, one of the reliable messaging system for the banks, that is SWIFT, CHIPS, CHAPS, RTGS, and the NRI banking. What are the meaning of NRI account, rupee and foreign currency account? What are the facilities are available to the NRI? And how are the basically guidelines for the advances to the non-residents against non-resident deposit and some housing loans to the non-resident Indians. This chapter is dealing with these important concepts. And documentary letter of credit. Basically, there are lots of types of letter of credit. Letter of credit is type of basically, in short, I explain you this. Letter of credit is like a works like a trust agreement between the buyer and seller at the international level. So all the things related to the documentary letter of credit and the rules related to the documentary letter of credit you will see in this chapter. And also some case studies which are very important for your examination. This chapter is dealing with these case studies also. Now, what are the facilities are for the importers and exporters? How they can do their business? How can they do these things? What are the guidelines? What is the how to follow the guidelines? These all things are included in this chapter. Basically, all the facilities for the exporters and the importers. And I am repeating again and again this thing. This chapter is very important, very much important for your examination, that is module E. And in the last examination, you can see the analysis where all the chapters from the module A questions are there. External commercial borrowings and the foreign investments in India. In this chapter, you will learn different things related to the external commercial borrowings and how to do foreign investment in the India with some restrictions and with some permissions. Then, what are the risks available in the foreign trade? How to deal with these risks? What are the types of these risks? And yes, annexures are also there. And in this chapter, you will see the annexures. And annexures are also important for your examinations. You can see the questions from the annexures part also. In this, you will learn about the FEMA, FEDAI, and some others thing which is important in Export-Import Banks of India, Reserve Bank of India. What is the role of FEDAI? What are the ADRs, American Depository Receipt, and the Global Depository Receipt? Basically, they both are siblings. Like they are both are similar. What are the role of the RBI? How central bank is playing a crucial role in operating the banks? Then you will see IFSC Gift City. Gift City is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and basically it is established on 5th of December. And in this, what is the role of IFSC? What is the role of Gift City? What is the meaning of Gift City? What is the scope of IFSC? You will see these things in this. Then the technology. What are the technology actually using? In the banks are using the technology. Banks, you know that now banks are updated. They are just don't follow the practices related to their traditional banking. So in this, what is digitalization, what is fintech, what is international banking, this chapter is dealing all the technologies which are used in the international banking. Then module A, module B, as module A is important, module B is also important. If there are 50% questions from the module A, that means near about 40% questions are from module B, that is risk management. Now why this chapter is important? Because this chapter is telling you about how to deal with the risk. There are different types of risk in the banks, like liquidity risk, market risk, credit risk, strategic risk, reputation risk, legal risk, and foreign exchange risk, currency risk. There is so many risks. There are so many risks in the risk management. And first chapter is dealing what is risk, how risk can be managed, like risk and basic risk management framework. This chapter is telling about the risk. And if we talk about in the banking business, you will see about the banking book, the trading book, how to do identification of the risk, banking risk definition, and some off balance sheet exposures. Then this chapter is an important chapter. Just a minute. This chapter is an important chapter because it deals with the Basel 1, Basel 2, Basel 3rd Accord. Okay. And what are the changes, why Basel 2nd is different from Basel 1, and what is the supervisory review process. There are 3 types of pillars which are dealing with the different things. And in this you will learn about the CFIs, that is systematically important financial institution. So this chapter is an important chapter. Now separately we are going to study about different types of risk. First one is market risk. What is market risk? When there is a fluctuations in the market prices, and due to these fluctuations bank face the risk, that is called market risk. So the concept, how to manage these risks, how to identify these risks, how to monitor these risks, how to report these risks, this will come under market risk. Then the credit risk. Credit risk means when the borrower defaults to pay and to meet the obligations, that is credit risk. In this you will learn what are the guidelines, how to control credit risk, what is the meaning of credit risk, what is the organization structure, how to do management, how to do identification, and some credit derivatives also, and how to mitigate these type of risk in a bank. Then operational risk. This risk is one of the dangerous risk because if this risk basically related to the internal failure in the banks, like employers do the fraud, theft, and also some external events like disasters, natural disasters. And basically this type of risk is done due to the human failure, people failure. So in this you will going to learn all the things related to the operational risk. Liquidity risk management. This risk is dealing when the bank have not the enough cash to meet its obligation, that is liquidity risk management. How to do the liquidity risk management to avoid such type of conditions? You will see different techniques in this liquidity risk management. Basel third framework. In this, what is LCR, what is NSFR, and how to monitor liquidity risk. There are some tools which are dealing with this concept. Now module C, as I told you, module A is important, very much important, module B is important, but we can't skip module C and module D. And this module C is telling you about the treasury management. In this you will learn about the concepts of the treasury, functions of the integrated treasury, and the process of the globalization, how the treasuries are organized. These things you will see in this chapter. Then the treasury products, what are the treasury products are available in the banks, like products of foreign exchange markets, money market products, securities market products, domestic and global markets. Then you will see some international equity and debt products, like what are IDRs, external commercial borrowings, and you will see something in common between module A and module C. Okay, global depository receipts, trade credit, rupee denominated bonds, and then this chapter, funding and regulatory aspects. This chapter is telling you about what are the regulations, what are the funding sources for the banks to earn the profit, how they manage their deposits, and how they can lend the money to different borrowers. Treasury risk management. In this you will learn about the risk which is faced in this type of management. Derivative products. Derivatives means OTC, over the counter, forward, option, swap, future, interest rate, currency swaps, and how to do development in the Indian markets. What are the guidelines for the risk management? This chapter is dealing with these concepts. Treasury and asset liability management. What is asset liability management? What is the meaning of liquidity risk and interest rate risk? What is the role of treasury in the asset liability management? What is credit risk? What is the policy environment? All these things are in this chapter, that is treasury and asset liability management. Now, module D, balance sheet management. Now you are working in the bank, so you must know how to manage the balance sheet management. Balance sheet management is one of the interesting module and one of the easy module, you can say. And in this you will learn about the components of the asset and liabilities in bank's balance sheet and how to do the management of these components. What are the purpose of the asset liability management? What are the significance? What is asset liability management? Then you will see the scope of application, capital adequacy Basel norm, an important chapter, pillar 1, pillar 2 and pillar 3. You can see the questions related to these concepts in the last examination, that is your December 2024. Asset classification and the provisioning norms, like asset classification, provisioning norms, and liquidity management. What is liquidity risk? How to deal with this risk? How to measure these risks? How to manage this risk? Interest risk management. What is the meaning of interest rate risk? And what are the effects, measurement, strategies, different things is in this concept. RAROC, how to do the profit planning, how to aggregate all the risk and the capital allocation, what is economic capital, and what is the meaning of RAROC. So basically the strategy, how can you prepare for this examination? For this examination, what you can do, you can first, one important thing, self-study. Without self-study you can't score a good marks. Okay, take your time and deeply study all the syllabus. Try mock testing, and you can also enroll yourself in any reliable resource. And if you are doing preparation for your upcoming examination, so you can come and join the demo classes of the Oliveboard, where you can see how is the demo, and then you can decide. So this is the basically BFM syllabus detailed analysis. I told you what you are going to learn in the BFM subject. So that's it from my side. I hope this session is helpful for you. If you like this video, kindly do the like and do subscribe to this channel. If you have any type of issue, you can comment down. I will address your query. So thank you so much. We will see you in the next session. Thank you.